Hello everyone! This is lesson number 7 for at-home learning music. Today I'm going to cover a lot of stuff in a very short amount of time, so you have to do your best to keep up with me. First we will start with some singing because we have not sung in a long time. We're going to review the notes of the scale that we know really well. Do, re, mi, so, la, and high do. And we'll do a short challenge where I will play some notes and you have to guess what they are. After that, we're going to review rhythms again. Last lesson, it seems like a lot of you had some trouble understanding what the assignment was with attaching words to the note values. So today I'm going to make the rhythmic examples shorter and I'm going to explain to you once again how to add words to your rhythm so you make a cool rhythm chant that has a cool theme. In the end of the video, we're going to spend some time conducting. I'm going to teach you how to conduct. I'm going to teach you some basic gestures and then we'll just play some music and have a lot of fun. Find a place where you can use your hands properly and here we go. All right, let's warm up our voices first. We're going to make some silly noises. Remember to sing with lots of space inside of your mouth, like you have a marshmallow and you put it in there. Open mouth, round lips for beautiful sound. Here we go. My turn, your turn. Your turn. And my favorite one, let's make it really long. Stay with it for a long time. Open mouth. Ready? Go. Let's try singing some beautiful notes. I want you to do your hand signs and sing after me. I'm going to sing some 4-beat patterns. My turn, your turn. So, la, so, mi. So, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi. Mi, re, so. Do, re, mi, so, la, so. La, so, mi, re, do. So, so, la, la, do, la. Mi, so, la, so, mi, do. So, la, so, mi, re, re, do. So, so, mi, la, so, mi. Mi, so, mi, so. Soup! I can hear you screaming soup in my head, even though you're not here. It's time for the challenge. I'm going to play some notes on my soprano recorder. Same key. So the way we'll do this is I will play the pattern. You have to sing it after me. And then we'll check if you sang the correct notes. No cheating. No skipping forward. So I'm going to count. I will play. You sing. Then we check. 1, 2, here I go. If you sang so, so, mi, la, so, so, mi, you did great. Challenge number 2. 1, 2, here I go. If you sang do, re, mi, so, la, la, so, you guessed right. Number 3. 1, 2, here I go. you guessed, sol, la, do, la. You are amazing. Last one. 1, 2, here I go. If you guessed, sol, la, so, mi, re, re, do, you are the master of solfa. It is time to move on to rhythmic exercises. Let's review what we learned last time and improve upon that. Here is today's rhythmic example. Notice that it's a lot shorter than last week's example. It is only 2 measures long. We are still using 4/4 time, which I always tell you means 4 beats in each measure. And we have quarter note, rest, 8th notes, and 16th notes. So those are the only note values that you'll find here, and it's a combination of them. Quick review. If this is the beat, all of those note values have to fit within the beat. So for example, the quarter note will sound like this. Ta. 1 beat, 1 sound. In the case of the quarter rest, we have 1 beat of rest. Let's move on to the 8th notes. The 8th note has 2 sounds in 1 beat. So if this is the beat, this is what 1 pair of 8th notes sound like. Ready? Ti, ti. Now let's talk about the 16th notes. 16th notes, like we have been working on and studying for a while now, have 4 note heads, which means 4 sounds in 1 beat. If this is the beat, we have to fit all of those sounds equally, like this. Tiki, tiki. One more time. Tiki, tiki. Now take a look at measure 1. We're going to clap it and speak it together. Only the first measure. Ready? 1, 2, clap and speak. Ta, ti, ti, ta. The second measure goes like this. 1, 2, clap and speak with me. Ready, go. Tiki, tiki, ta, ti, ti, ta. Let's do that one more time because 16th notes are a little bit hard. Ready, go. Tiki, tiki, ta, ti, ti, ta. Now let's clap and speak the whole rhythmic exercise from the beginning until the end. I will clap it and speak it with you. It sounds like this. Ta, ti, ti, ta, tiki, tiki, ta, ti, ti, ta. I'm going to go over the process of creating your own rhythmic chant one more time. This is the same as lesson 6, but today it's a little simpler. My theme for today is my favorite cartoon, Adventure Time. Now you have to choose words that match each note value. Let's start with the easiest one. First we have the quarter note. Remember that this part of the note is called the note head, and this part of the note is called the stem. 1 quarter note has 1 note head, which means we have to find a word that has only 1 syllable. Because my theme is Adventure Time, I chose only characters from Adventure Time. One of the characters is Jake. Jake the dog. Jake has 1 syllable. Jake. Another character in Adventure Time whose name has 1 syllable is Finn. Finn. So instead of saying ta when we clap and speak, we're going to say Jake or Finn. Next up are the 8th notes. In this case, we have 2 8th notes joined by a flag. That part of the note is called the flag. There are 2 note heads. This means that we need to find words that have 2 syllables, or we could also use 2 words that have 1 syllable. In this case, I chose Bimo. Bimo is one of my favorite characters in Adventure Time. When you say his name, there are 2 syllables, B-mo. You can put that together with the 8th notes. If this is the beat, instead of saying ti. We're going to say bimo. Bimo. Another character from Adventure Time whose name has 2 syllables is the Ice King. 2 syllables. Ice King. Instead of saying ti, we're going to say Ice King. Ice King. Finally, we have the 16th notes. How many note heads can you find? In this case, there are 4. So we need a 4-syllable word or a combination of words that will add up to 4 syllables. In this case, I chose Fire Princess. Her name has 4 syllables. Fire Princess. Fire Princess. If this is the beat, instead of saying tiki tiki, we are going to say Fire Princess. Fire Princess. Now it's time to put all of that together. Like I said, for the quarter note, we can have Jake or Finn. So I chose Jake first. And then we had 2 options for the 8th notes. I chose Bimo first. And then Jake again. Let's clap together saying ta, ti, ti, and ta. And then we're going to add the words right after. No stopping. 1, 2, here I go. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Jake, Bimo, Jake. Got it? Now let's move on to measure number 2. We have Fire Princess for the 16th notes. This time I chose Finn instead of Jake for the quarter note. And I chose Ice King instead of Bimo for the 8th notes. Here we go. Same thing we did for measure number 1, we're going to do for measure number 2. 1, 2, here we go. Tiki tiki ta, ti ti ta. Fire Princess Finn, Ice King Finn. I think now we are ready to put together the whole rhythmic example using only the Adventure Time words that I chose. Let's go all together. 1, 2, clap and speak with me. Jake, Bimo Jake, Fire Princess Finn, Ice King Finn. Your job for today's lesson is the same as last week. The only difference is that this time your rhythmic example is much shorter. Step number 1, find a rhythmic challenge template that I put on the next activity. Step number 2, practice clapping and speaking. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Step number 3, find a theme. Step number 4, find words to match your note values. Remember, you must match the syllables to the note heads. Step 5, write the words underneath each note value. And your final step, number 6, clap and speak using your words that you chose. When you respond to this activity, I want to be able to see what you wrote and hear you performing your creation. This last part of the lesson is just for you to get the wiggles out and so we can have some movement in today's music class. We are going to learn a little bit of conducting. Today's pattern is a 2 pattern. It's super easy. All you have to do is find a place where you can stand and move your hands without hitting anything. Place your hand in front of you like this. And we're always going to start by going down and out. Down and out. The next movement is up. So if we were here, now we're going to go up. Down and out, up. Down and out, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's try that on a faster tempo. How about that? Hands in front of you. Ready, and here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to show that the music is loud, you can have really, really big gesture. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you want to show that the music is soft, you can have very small gesture. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to play a song, and all you have to do is have fun. If you feel like using one hand for that and another hand for showing entrances or cues or anything you want, you can do that as well. Just have fun with it. Smaller gesture for softer music. We did a lot today. I really hope you had fun with today's lesson. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you next week.